Hello, welcome, hi, salutations, greetings, and also hello. So, I haven't put out a lot of videos recently, and I'm sorry for that. I've run into a few issues. 2 Saturdays ago, I went out fishing with Dustin. We went out to West Point. We caught fish. We had a great time. We saw a man drive his boat completely up on the rocks. He ruined his boat. Yeah. And came home to edit all that video, and all but 3 files are corrupted. So I got my backup SD cards, and then the following weekend I went out fishing with a package that 12 Against Sports and Outdoors sent me, which is a great package, by the way. I caught fish on it, then realized I wasn't recording, and then when I turned on the recording, I didn't catch any more fish. And then I also, when I got home to delete the files, they were also corrupt. I wasn't able to get out this weekend because my wife's not feeling well. I've been staying at home helping her out with the kids so that she's not worried, not having to deal with all that and not feel well as also. So last night I tried to make a video where I made a lure. I got this far. I got a bait cut out. I got the what's that called? The wire slot. I got the hole drilled in the bottom for lead. I got all that stuff. I had chamfer lines drawn on it. Look at my camera. And the recording time has frozen. So I stop it and I go back and look through all the recordings. And none of it recorded. Not a single bit. I got the, hi, hello, welcome. And then as soon as that stopped and I reached down to say what I was about to do, it stopped recording. And now I'm back at it today. Since I had already done so much work on this lure specifically, I'm gonna continue with this one. I have another blank that I had cut out from a while back. I don't know where this came from, what the idea behind this was, but I kind of like it. And I don't know when I drilled a hole in it, but I already have a hole drilled in it. Like, it's ready to get tapered in and made into a bait. I'm gonna make both of these top water. My main focus on fishing when I go out to rivers and streams is top water. I absolutely love top water fishing. It's like having a heart attack every time you have a bite. So that's what we're gonna do. These are made out of basswood. That's what I prefer to use because it's lightweight. It's easy to work with, but it's also quite tough. It's a very, very tough wood, and I like it. I think I was gonna make this into a square bill. I mean, not a square bill, a lipless crankbait. But I stopped for some reason. Well, now I'm going to turn it into a topwater, so screw that. Alright, so I already have chamfer lines cut. If you don't know what a chamfer line is, it's just a line. Let's see. What's the bottom? The bottom has better lines on it. Yeah, there we go. See those lines on there? Those lines are what I'm going to cut to. What that means is there's lines on the bottom and there's lines on the side. And all I'm doing is every bit of material between those 2 lines gets cut off. So I'll take my trusty utility knife and I'll just run down the bait, obviously cutting towards myself for maximum safety. Remember, kids, be safe. A good rule to live by when handling sharp objects is cut your buddy, not your belly. Understand? In this case, I'm cutting my best buddy, which is me. Oh, that's not good. That's not what you want to happen. It did, however, break down the chamfer line, so it's not completely lost. Just be a little more careful next time, okay? Alright, bud. Cool. Just gotta remember, most times you make a mistake, it'll come out in the buffing. when you're hardcore waxing that wood. I mean, sanding. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. We're gonna sand the absolute dog wallop out of this sucker. I don't know about you guys, but have you ever heard someone refer to somebody as not the sharpest tool in the shed? Well, this knife right here is about as sharp as my little brother. So I'm gonna change out the blade, and just like that. Sharp boy in the house. Let's get back to what we were doing. A good thing to remember when you're chamfering edges is to try to bite off more than you can chew. As I demonstrated in my first absolute crack up on this bait where I jacked this little corner right here, if you go for too long of a stroke, sometimes it'll come back to bite you. That's good enough for now. I say that's good enough for now, then carve on it some more. You know how it works. Fishermen can never be happy with what they're doing. Alright, that one's done. We're just gonna do a little chamfer work on this one. My wife thinks this is the funniest thing ever because, like, I'm not an artistic person. I'm not necessarily good with artsy stuff. I try to shy away from all that because I'm not artsy. But my wife thinks it's funny that I'll do this stuff, and like I take so much caution and time in doing it. And then I show her this process, and she's like, "What the fuck are you doing? What have you done?" I've chamfered, baby. I'm chamfering. Don't worry, it's just a little chamfer job. All right, this is all chamfered up now. Of course, lights are obnoxiously bright. Let's cut this bad boy right here. One time, why don't we? All right, and commence fast forwarding now. Alright, look at that. That one's all nice and cut out now. Sweet. Okie dokie. So here's the deal. Oh, now I get to do the fun part. Sanding. Sanding is a never-ending job. If you've ever sanded anything, you know that you've always found something that's jacked up. Same goes for lure making. Well, I hope that didn't completely ruin my audio. So the heater just got on in my house. And if you couldn't tell from the door behind me, I'm filming in the garage. This is my workspace where I can make things dirty and not get in trouble. There we go. Alright, before I ruin this, I'm going to put this off to the side. This, I think, is pretty solid where it's at. I'm just going to be happy with it and move on. Because if I don't, I'm going to ruin it. I really like this one. I really hope this works well. The weight may be a little too far forward, but that's fine. It'll be alright. if I pause it, it'll probably sit like this in the water, and then it'll like do a weird dive and yank back up. So hey, whatever. Screw it. We're going with it, so we're going with it. So now I'm doing the greatest thing in the world is eyeball. So the hardest part about lure making to me is making something and then getting it all nice and sanded and the way you like it and it looking pretty, and taking a blade to it. It's quite difficult at times. Can be quite an emotional experience sometimes. I've ruined a lot of baits at this stage. And you know what I do? I cry. Alrighty. That was quite good. I get to do something a little less orthodox now, and that is get out my hacksaw, and I'm gonna widen this gap up. I'm sure I'll have some nice comments about this. The motion, not using the saw. Maybe both. No, I'm up for anything. Surprise me. Let's do a little surgery here. It's never a good sound. There's a hole in it now. I don't know. Alright, so guess what happened? That's right, my camera died. I'd done a few extra steps after my camera died, not realizing it had died. Because I'm attentive. So now we're to here. We have the bait with the wire harness in it. We have the lead in the bottom. Again, I don't have a lead pot, so it's just a little 1/8 ounce barrel weight. I might drill a hole here on this piece and put a little more weight in it because there's a lot of wood here. I don't want the bottom to be too lightweight that it spins. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna take and put another hole right here and put another lead weight in it. So yeah, let's focus first. That bite's never good. Alright, so it's a little bit up and risen out of that little hole there, but that's okay. We'll work on that. It's okay. No worries. I'm not too upset. It'll be okay. I just want a little extra weight in the belly of that bait anyways. I didn't want too much. You'll notice that my tip's a little short there. I've had some incidents in the past causing me to have to cut it off. I'm just going to do a little drop down in there right this second to kind of seal what's there to be there. Alrighty. I'm going to move all this out of the way here. So I don't want this sticking to anything. This is, of course, baking soda. Everyone's seen this. Isn't it awesome though? I'm going to use that knife. I'm going to use... Where'd my little green knife go? The really bad one. Like it barely cuts sandpaper. Oh, there it is. If you can't tell, my workstation is just a wreck. Look at that. I can get it real long. And just give it a sploop, just like that. Sealed. Alright, next one. I just super glued my fingers to it. Now this is something, a good example of something you shouldn't do. Is get a little overzealous with the super glue. Don't get too confident. Things like that happen. Now I have these big lumps I have to sand out. And sanding super glue is not fun. Now we're going to do the top edge. Fill that sucker back in here. Because there's a hole on top too. Because if you don't recall, I drilled through it on accident like a doofus. Alright, now we're going to do it. We're going to be a little more slow with this one. And all we're doing is just dropping it right on the little seam there. You. Okay, slow down. Calm down, Mad Dog. Slow down there, Pistol Pete. Alright, spread that sucker out a little bit there because that was getting dangerous. Alright, now we have a bait that's prepped and ready for a full seal. There's no tricks or anything about how to do this. You just kind of put super glue on it and spread it around. So I'm going to peel this off real quick and then we'll get to that. No, it's not spoiled sweet tea. It's an Arnold. Doesn't matter what it is, apparently. Don't. There's a reason they say don't huff glue in school. It's because it freaking hurts. So when you're applying super glue, make sure you hold it away from your face and don't lean directly over it like a doofus, like I just did. And there you have it. It's covered. Oh. And I'm stuck again. So next we're going to have to do is sand all this excess off. It's still tacky. I just realized I completely abandoned that other lure. I was like, no, we're done with that one. I had a point in this lure, I was like, I'm committed to this one specifically, and I just lost all interest in the other one. Bro, I'm excited. Alright, let's just flatten this down again here. One time I cut my thumb on a drum sander, and I ground a little divot in my thumb, Yeah, that wasn't the highlight of my life there. Didn't feel too great. It was like nails on a chalkboard at 500 feet per second. Alright, so I have no idea how much that caught. I finished this. My camera's giving me issues again, so I'm going to have to end the video here. Hopefully I have enough for a video. Probably not. All I'm doing is making lures. I'm going through a process that I've done a few times in the past. I completely forgot about this one altogether. I'll finish it and we'll go fishing with it in the spring. I just wanted to make something. I haven't made a lure in a while, and I'm really pleased with this. I now have to learn how to use an airbrush, because I got one of these for Christmas. I don't know how to use this at all. At the time I'm recording this video, I have 117 subscribers, and I can't begin to explain how awesome it is that I have 117 subscribers. When I was making this channel originally, I didn't think I would have any subscribers. I started making videos and posting to YouTube just as a way of like keeping record of what I've done fishing wise. I believe that one day in the future, when I'm old and gray, I won't have the ability to go out and do that anymore. I won't have the ability to go out and enjoy what I can enjoy now. And I hope that in some weird way that will give me joy later on in life, is to be able to go back and watch these videos. Now, I don't know if YouTube will still be around. I don't know if YouTube will like not delete my content. If they don't, I'll still watch it when I'm 80 years old. That's a stretch. I don't think I'll make it to 80. I'm very appreciative for everyone who has supported my channel and, you know, in taking an interest in the content. I'm very appreciative of that, because I didn't think there would be anyone. I have a very strange sense of humor. I make a lot of weird jokes that not a lot of people understand, and that's fine. But like it's just, it makes me feel really good that even if you don't like all my videos, like there might be one point in one video where you snickered a little bit and you were like, alright, subscribe. If I have that one moment, that's more than enough for me to ever feel accomplished, is that I made someone's day a little bit better. I probably didn't make it 1,000 times better, but as long as there was something I could do that that made someone feel some kind of way, even if it made someone angry, like that one guy on that Monster Bass Box video. Even if it makes you angry, leave me a comment, talk to me. I reply back very quickly most of the time. All of that just to say thank you to each and every one of you who's watching this video, to each and every one of you who have subscribed. Even if you're not watching this and you subscribed, I can't tell you thank you because you won't see this. But if you do see this, honestly and wholesomely and goodsomely and not so handsomely, thank you. Alright, well, that's it. I'm going to bed now. I've had enough of you. I love you. You ain't got to go home, but you can't stay at the Holiday Inn Express. Okay. Bye.